So now we want to get into this, what's called report settings, but it's really kind of about the display of your publisher. So the report page here we're going to start with, this is much easier. There's really not that many things to change around here. What's meant by the report page is this is our publisher. This is the home page as we've discussed previously in a different video. You can also think of it as like the search page, the initial search page. Post search is the report page or the results page. So this is just showing the different results. And so that's what we're toggling right here. You can kind of see a similar interface of these rectangle boxes, just like these rectangle boxes. So one thing that we can do is right here, the content is white on a white background. So one thing that I recommend doing is just giving it a slight change. Now you can really pick any color you want here, but a lot of these are just way too high contrast. So I recommend going back to all white, but then just slightly offsetting it to just slightly, like just any one of these here, maybe like this one right here. And if you save that, we're going to see the difference when we reload our publisher. You can just see the slight gray on white or off-white on white. So that's one thing to recommend, just to set the content apart. Then you see right here, there's just these three lines that are displaying about a relation record, or sorry, that's about an institution. These three about a relation record that could be displayed. Now it's at a different part or a different video that I'm going to talk about which ones you want to display in which order. However, we wanted to be able to display as many as we want. So right now, something that we should by default have as a very high number is set to just 3 right now. It should really be 30 or even 90 or just a very high number. It can be whatever number you want, but make it more than, definitely much more than 30 or much more than 3. At least 10, I would say. It doesn't really matter how many. That way, if we refresh here, we're going to see more values that are going to be possible. Now, there's still only 3 showing right now because that's the way I've set it up, but if I wanted to have more display, I would be able to have more display here. You're going to see that in a different video. The point is, just make this a high number of data fields displayed per relation, and change this to a slightly different number. Number of countries per page. This is a page that we have. You could make that slightly more. You could make the number of institutions per country slightly more as well. These are less important. They'll just affect the amount of time that the page might load. So don't have them be a really, really high number. I'd recommend anywhere in between 3 to maybe 8 for these two values right here.